Hi, it's Stephen here from Life in a Home once again. I'm glad you've chosen to come and join me once again. Today I want to give you my top 10 reasons for living in a retirement complex. And I think I need to be clear right at the beginning about this, what I mean. By a retirement complex, I don't mean an old people's home. That's different, and I hope you'll see why. Moving into a retirement complex is a big decision for anyone, which understandably won't be for everyone. Margaret and I are both in our mid-60s and in comparatively good health and very much looking forward to the future. So what caused us to move into a retirement complex? Some might say that we did it too early in our retirement, and for some this might be a legitimate thing to say. But for us, in our particular situation, which was explained in more detail in my first video, Introduction to Life in a Home, it was the right time. It was a decision we made and one we don't regret at all. What I should also make clear right at the start of this video is that there are different types of retirement complexes. Some might be in bungalows or other buildings, but the majority will be in flats like our own. And for this is what I'll focus on in this video. So let's get down to looking at some of the reasons for doing it. When you move into one of these complexes, you get a number of things. Firstly, accommodation that I would say is fit for its purpose and future-proofed. The developers of these properties have years of experience in building this kind of accommodation. They're designed for their purpose, and the model is regularly updated to incorporate learning and new developments in understanding senior living. Accessibility is a key factor in the design of such accommodation. Schemes have wide corridors and doors. Multi-level buildings will have a lift which serves all floors. Light switches and plug sockets will be located at a usable height for those less able to bend down or are wheelchair dependent. Flats will be equipped with good quality fixture and fittings. Cabinets and cupboards will be solidly built. Bathroom fittings will also be of good quality. A great deal of thought and customer-focused design will have gone into designing a development. Beyond this, flats are also future-proofed, as you as an owner are able to make any necessary changes and updates to your flat as required. If you need to, you can change your bathroom and kitchen fittings to your own preference and specific needs, although with our flat, this is required to be according to our lease and management company's guidelines. Secondly, you'll have a scheme manager, but not for 24 hours a day. Whilst I haven't seen the job description of a scheme manager, it's clear that they have a wide variety of responsibilities in ensuring that the development is smoothly run and operated in accordance with the management company's and residents' expectations. At our scheme, the scheme manager coordinates any necessary repairs, the cleaning of communal facilities, the scheme activities, and ensures our systems, things like our fire alarm systems, work correctly and are tested regularly in accordance with health and safety guidelines. The scheme manager will also instigate policies and procedures as required, will liaise with the scheme management company, oversee any staff that are employed here and tradesmen, offer support to residents who require it, and liaise with care agencies and providers of care. But it must be noted that scheme managers don't provide personal care themselves. Scheme manager's role is a wide one, and this list is far from exhaustive. Overall, though, it's their responsibility to ensure that the scheme functions well and safely. Thirdly, the service charge. Whilst we have personal responsibility for the routine maintenance of our flats and the bills we acquire from day-to-day living, Things like electricity supply and usage, our TV subscriptions, our TV licence, our Wi-Fi, our own redecoration and maintenance of our flats, replacement of fixture and fittings, including heating, radiators, etc. There is much that is also centrally covered. To pay for this, we have an annual service charge, which is paid in 2 6-monthly instalments. At first sight, this might appear high, but when you consider what is included, I don't think it's excessive, and it takes a lot of worry away from the residents. One of the main expenses associated with this are the scheme manager's salary and other costs which are taken from the payment. Further to this, there are more day-to-day expenses, water and sewerage rates, cleaning of the premises, the heating and maintenance of communal areas, laundry facilities, garden and maintenance, and outside window cleaning. These are all part of the service charge. Building insurance is also paid from this fund, and a reserve fund is topped up for unexpected scheme repairs and planned redecoration and carpet replacement, etc. All of this alleviates us as residents of the more serious implications, worries of property ownership. Fourthly comes emergency systems. Scheme managers usually work a regular 5-day weeks, sort of 9 till 5. So backup outside these times is required when they're off duty. For this we have a call alarm system which has pull cords in each room of every flat. These are also located in the corridors, the lift, the communal areas. Emergency calls, when they're made, go to a central call centre which operates 24/7. The operator at the centre can speak to the individual resident through an intercom system. If necessary, they can then contact family members or the emergency services. But it's not just call alarms that are necessary in an establishment like this. Fire safety is also paramount. In this respect, we are well protected. The building has its own integral fire system. Smoke detection units are located in each flat and communal areas. Break glass points are sited on corridors, and fire protection is given in each flat through fire doors and automated doors on the corridors. Emergency lighting is also placed strategically on each corridor. Running person signs indicate our fire escapes which serve all floors. Fire policies are displayed around the building, and systems are checked and maintained in accordance with guidelines and expectations. Fifth, security. Part of living in this kind of establishment is the need for good security. Having an open door policy in the building would pose a security risk. To ensure resident security, all external gates leading into the property are locked, with just the main entrance gate being unlocked to enable access for visitors, tradespeople and carers, etc. The front door has CCTV fitted cameras which can be viewed from a channel on the scheme's central TV aerial, which ensures visitors who are who they claim to be. The door is locked and can only be opened by passcode, key fob, or by being opened by a resident. The entry system is such that you can contact the specific flat by number, speak to the resident, who then can either open the door from their flat or come to the main door to admit visitors. Each flat has its own secure door locking system and keyhole viewing of visitors from inside the door. As a resident, therefore, you feel quite safe within the environments of the grounds and buildings. Carers and emergency services can access the premises 24/7 through the door entry system, which is linked to the responder and agency of the emergency call system. 6. Our communal facilities. Most schemes will have their own communal facilities. Our scheme has its own residence lounge, which is a very pleasant room with seating and tables. It has its own small kitchen adjacent where snacks and drinks can be prepared. In it are located a book and DVD exchange, a loop system for meetings and talks, communal Wi-Fi connection, large screen TV and video player. The scheme has a central laundry with 3 washing machines and 3 dryers, which are available to residents of the scheme. This facility is included in the service charge. You just need your own powder, etc. Our scheme has beautifully landscaped gardens which are maintained weekly throughout the year. Our refuge and recycling facilities are also communal and are housed in a locked bin cupboard. 7th, we have secure and adequate parking. Our scheme has gated parking to which access is enabled by a key code or by swiping an access tag. The scheme has sufficient parking for all those with cars at the present time, although in some schemes parking might be limited. Parking places are not allocated or reserved. Use of them is on a first come, first served basis. 8. Activities. Activities are available on a daily basis and will be arranged by either a scheme social committee or the scheme's manager. Here these include bingo, talks from local experts or enthusiasts, film nights, a book club, a Scrabble group, carpet bowls, coffee mornings, quizzes, knit and natter, fish and chip lunches, and so much more. There is plenty happening for residents who choose to participate in any of the activities, although there's no expectation on anyone to attend these. 9. Companionship. In a scheme like this, you have the opportunity and personal choice to create new friendships. We have a number of people who are alone, and this is a common reason for people choosing this type of housing as their home. Informal and lasting friendships can be established where people can offer each other mutual help and support. This type of living gives the people who live in such places the option to seek friendship or maintain their own privacy. It's entirely up to the individual. Finally, number 10, peace of mind. Overall, Margaret and I have been impressed by life here and reassured that our future needs will be taken care of. The flats are well insulated and we are finding our living costs to be comparatively low. Living here has given us peace of mind for the future and it's taken away most of the worries of property ownership. We're happy that this will be our forever home and are glad that we made the move. So these are my top 10 reasons for living in a retirement complex such as this. What do you think? Have you any experience of this kind of living? Do you have any concerns or questions about making such a move? I'd welcome your thoughts in the comments and I'll try to answer your questions if I can. Finally, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe and turn on the notifications for the channel. So until next time, cheerio and thank you again.